Survival of the smartest. Prepare to be amazed as we delve into the genius moves that saved lives in the world of Saw. Hey there, folks. Welcome back to the Coming Soon. Today, we've got something truly mind-blowing for you. Imagine a world where every choice could mean life or death, where the most ingenious and creative decisions determine your fate. We're diving deep into the twisted world of the Saw franchise, and we're counting down the top decisions in Saw movies. These characters had to use their wits to survive Jigsaw's deadly games, and boy, did they deliver. But before we get started, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss our thrilling countdowns. Alright, let's get into it. Number 1. Saw 2004. The Gordon family demonstrates remarkable ingenuity in their predicament. Not only does Lawrence successfully survive one of Jigsaw's tests, but his wife Allison ingeniously liberates herself from Zepp's control. Allison and her daughter, Diana, find themselves in Zepp's custody, with a chilling ultimatum. If Lawrence fails to harm Adam, Zepp is ordered to harm Allison and Diana. Allison's resourcefulness shines through as she manages to free herself from her restraints. Exhibiting exceptional intelligence and foresight, she pretends to remain bound when Zepp returns to carry out his threat against her. Seizing a critical moment, Allison springs her trap, wresting the gun away from Zepp. In a tense struggle, she wields a pair of scissors to stab Zepp in the leg, buying herself precious time until Detective Tapp arrives to rescue her. Number 2. Saw 3, 2006. Allison Gordon should not be confused with Allison Carey, a homicide detective involved in the Jigsaw case alongside Detective Tapp. Tragically, Allison herself fell victim to Amanda, who designed her trap to be inescapable. Just before her abduction, Allison became aware of her surveillance when she spotted herself on a hidden camera inside her closet. Reacting swiftly, Allison grabbed her firearm and fired through the closet door, suspecting an assailant was concealed within. This quick thinking demonstrated her intelligence and resourcefulness. Regrettably, the closet was empty, and she was subsequently ambushed by someone wearing a pig mask, ultimately leading to her fatal predicament. Number 3. Saw 2, 2005. As one of the primary antagonists in Saw 2, Xavier portrayed an aggressive drug dealer who had been framed by Detective Matthews. His personal trial inside the nerve gas-infested house involved sifting through a multitude of used needles to locate a key that would unlock a metal door leading to the antidote for the nerve gas. Unwilling to undertake this task himself, Xavier opted to throw Amanda into the needle pit. While far from a kind gesture, it showcased a degree of cunning on his part. Surprisingly, the plan proved effective, with Amanda successfully retrieving the key from the needle pit. It was only Xavier's mishandling of the door that thwarted his chances of obtaining the antidote. Number 4. Saw 3D, 2010. You know, there's a saying about friends. Brad, Ryan, and Dina find themselves in a harrowing situation when they are abducted by Mark Hoffman and taken to a hardware store. What makes this situation even more complex is the fact that Dina was secretly involved with both Brad and Ryan, creating a complicated love triangle. The trap they're in is designed to bring this love triangle to a deadly conclusion. Brad and Ryan are forced into a gruesome showdown, compelled to push saw blades into each other's chests, with the stronger one expected to emerge victorious. However, Dina makes a rather ill-advised decision by encouraging both men, expressing her love for each and urging them to eliminate the other. In a moment of realization that they're still being manipulated, even within a life-or-death scenario, Brad and Ryan decide to spare each other and, unfortunately, make the difficult choice to sacrifice Dina to the saw. No pun intended. Number 5. Saw V, 2008. Peter Strahm, an FBI agent, encounters a formidable challenge at the hands of Hoffman in the well-known glass coffin trap. Hoffman masterminded this trap, which initially appears deceptively simple. Get inside the coffin and survive. However, Strahm doesn't follow suit, prompting Hoffman's timely intervention, preventing Strahm from hearing the remainder of his recorded message. This confrontation escalates into a brief physical struggle, culminating in Hoffman being pushed into the glass coffin. Inside the coffin, Hoffman taunts Strahm and points to a tape recorder, prompting the question of whether Strahm trusts him. As the tape continues to play, the glass coffin descends into a concealed compartment in the floor, while the room's walls gradually converge on Strahm, ultimately leading to his crushing demise. In hindsight, it appears that perhaps trusting Hoffman would have been the wiser choice after all. EO6 Saw 2, 2005, Xavier pales in comparison to Daniel Matthews. After stumbling upon the same dilapidated bathroom seen in the first movie, both Daniel and Amanda come to the grim realization that escape is impossible, and the now psychotic Xavier is closing in on them rapidly. In a clever ploy to deceive Xavier, Daniel feigns death, with Amanda maintaining the act, an act she likely welcomed, given Xavier's earlier actions in the film. Just as Xavier nears Amanda, Daniel springs into action, surprising Xavier with a swift kick to the shin and making effective use of a hacksaw. Daniel's actions not only demonstrate his compassionate nature, but also reveal a formidable and resourceful side to his character. Is 7. Saw VI, 2009. Mark Hoffman finds himself ensnared by the very games he orchestrated in Saw VI when Jill Tuck confronts him and renders him helpless, subjecting him to an inescapable version of the reverse bear trap. After Jill departs, leaving him for dead, Mark displays remarkable resourcefulness by taking matters into his own hands. He deliberately breaks his own hand using the trap, enabling him to free himself from his constraints. Acting swiftly and with ingenious thinking, Mark opts to wedge the trap between two metal bars on the door's window. This clever maneuver prevents the trap from fully springing open, although it still inflicts a grievous injury to his right cheek. Despite the agonizing experience, Hoffman manages to survive, eventually seeking refuge in an abandoned hangar where he tends to his gaping wound through self-stitching. Y08, Saw 3D, 2010. The conclusion of the original Saw film is well known for Dr. Gordon's desperate act of amputating his own foot using the provided hacksaw to break free from his shackle and seek help. The movie concludes with an ambiguous ending, leaving viewers in the dark about Gordon's fate. However, fans finally received an answer in Saw 3D, and it showcased Gordon's remarkable resourcefulness. Shortly after managing to crawl out of the bathroom, Gordon took a clever and life-saving step. He cauterized his bleeding foot stump by pressing it against a steaming pipe. The excruciating pain caused him to lose consciousness, but his improvised cauterization procedure proved to be successful. Before long, he was discovered by Jigsaw, who provided medical treatment for the wound and equipped Gordon with a prosthetic limb. Aero 9, Saw V, 2009. Simone and her overweight business partner, Eddie, both fell victim to the gruesome pound of flesh trap. They were each fitted with lethal head devices and confronted with a macabre challenge to sever portions of their own bodies. The one who harvested the most flesh would be declared the winner, while the other would meet a grisly demise through their head device. Eddie opted to begin by slicing strips of flesh from his own stomach. Simone, however, demonstrated not only her smaller physique, but also her intelligence. She ingeniously employed a tourniquet, securing it around her arm before using the provided meat cleaver to amputate the entire limb. In a calculated move, Simone sacrificed her entire arm, which obviously outweighed Eddie's stomach flesh, ensuring her survival in the process. 10. Saw V, 2008. While Hoffman may have gained the upper hand over Strahm, it's worth noting that Strahm's actions stand out as one of the most intelligent and daring acts in the entire Saw franchise. His resourcefulness and courage were truly remarkable. In his harrowing trial, Strahm found himself in a dire predicament, with his head enclosed within a glass cube that was rapidly filling with water. As the water level threatened to submerge him completely, Strahm reached into his pocket and used a pen to perform a life-saving tracheotomy on himself, piercing his own throat. This bold and ingenious move enabled him to breathe underwater, affording him the precious time needed to be rescued by paramedics who arrived on the scene. Strahm's extraordinary response to a life-threatening situation serves as a testament to the incredible capabilities of the human mind and body under extreme distress. So, what's the top decision in the Saw series for you? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell for more spine-chilling breakdowns. Thanks for watching, and remember, in the world of Saw, your next choice could be your last. Until next time, stay sharp, horror fans, stay with coming soon.